You want to give him Sunday then?
This is cosy. How well done?
Right. I forgot this is stage 1, isn't it? Yeah.
Ideally about 7.5 minutes.
Great.
Shirt and tie again, like it.
I know you're disappointed in the weekend.
Yes.
Soup. All good? Gregor, what sort of week's it been? Has there been a fair bit of lifting the players? Have you had to lift yourself a little bit after what was a bruising experience in Cardiff?
It's been a long week. We get an extra day's preparation, which is usually a good thing, and it has been a good thing. But an extra day thinking about the defeat and looking and analysing why it happened. I suppose it's been a good thing. It's meant that we've been really able to look at all aspects of our performance on Saturday and then put that to bed, work it through with the players, and then look ahead to France. And the second half of the week's been excellent. It's been positive, lots of energy at training, and working with a group of players on how we win on Sunday.
You said immediately after the game on Saturday that you were expecting criticism. There has been plenty of it. One of the criticisms being Warren Gatland got the better of you from a tactical perspective. Looking back in the game, is that fair criticism? How much responsibility do you take, and how much?
Yeah, look, the responsibility lies with the coaches, and me as head coach, we put a team out to perform. Whether that's through selection, how we prepared is the first thing we look at, and how we could have done that better. Then we look at the performance of our players, of the groups within our team, and there were certain things we did that we should do naturally, whether that's working around the corner in defence, scanning what the opposition are doing, and we've spent a lot of time just reinforcing that this week. And we as a coaching group and the players, and especially the players, believe that what we showed at the weekend wasn't a true reflection of what we're capable of and what we've done obviously throughout 2017.
A lot of people saying Scotland lacked a plan B. Is there a plan B, or is it a case of plan A just has to be a lot better?
Look, there's lots of plans in a game. You've got to adapt to what the defence is giving you. You've got to adapt to what's working for you. But you've got to be accurate, and whether you play a certain style of rugby or multitude of styles of rugby, accuracy is the most important thing for that game to be successful. And we weren't accurate enough at the weekend, obviously, in attack and defence.
From the looks of the lineup you've announced, it seems that there's a lot more perhaps emphasis on experience, getting guys back in that have been over the course before. How much an important a factor do you think that'll be come Sunday? Yeah,
we hope it would be a really important factor. I think the players that are getting to start this week showed through their performances at the weekend that they came on, brought energy. Greg and Ryan specifically. These are guys who have either captained or been vice captain of the team in the past. So they played well, they've trained well, they get their opportunity this week. Simon Bergen is back from his suspension, was involved with us in November. Obviously he's more experienced than Murray McCallum. And Dave Denton gets an opportunity off the bench, who's a player who's been playing really well. Again, an experienced player, but a player that's worked hard to get back in our squad and now should get an opportunity off the bench. And with Byron McGuigan's injury, it opens the door for someone in really, really good form, Blair Kinghorn, who'll be covering our back three.
In terms of, you've got Greg coming back into the lineup as well, just having that extra voice there, a guy who's captained the squad on numerous occasions, do you think that'll help? There was some criticism of the way perhaps Finn performed, perhaps getting overly excited, I think, was some of the sort of accusations being made against him. Is that something that you think will help sort of terms, managing the game plan better on Sunday?
Greg's got a lot of experience. He's been the captain of the side for a couple of seasons. He drives a lot of the standards off and on the field, so having him back in the group was already a positive. Seeing him play so well, and being desperate to be back in this squad, back in the team. Yeah, we should get his experience on the field, which should help others around him. But I think we're all aware that last week we didn't perform anything like we're capable of, and whether it was the same team that was going back out, I'm sure we would have seen a better performance. But these changes, we believe, will make us stronger.
As sore as the result last week was, has it changed your belief in what the squad is capable of? I mean, do you still think winning the title is something that's achievable?
Yeah, look, I really believe in this group of players. We underperformed. It happens every now and again. You don't want it to happen, and you think hard about why it happened, and you go to a lot of measures to make sure it doesn't happen again. But this group is an excellent group of players that have shown that over the last year. And our focus is on France. We've got 2 big games coming up at BT Murrayfield. Huge games for us to show what we're capable of. But obviously in the context of the championship, we'll see after this weekend where we are.
What did you make of France against Ireland and how they played? Very unlucky, obviously.
They were unlucky. I thought the Ireland played really well in the first half, and then France grew in confidence, scored a cracking try. Probably if they kick their penalty goal with 2 minutes to go, they win that game, and it was a moment of brilliance from Johnny Sexton to win at the end. They're strong, so strong in terms of their physical strength in the set piece, their physical ability in the tackle. They hit hard, they compete hard for ball, and they've got some great individual players. We all saw that during the game they got better, so that shows that they are getting to know each other better. They've been in camp like us for a couple of weeks, and they'll probably come here with confidence, given that it was an improved performance under a new coaching group.
Have you referred much back to the game here 2 years ago against France, which was one of probably the best Scotland performances of the last few years? Does that get any relevance ahead of Sunday?
No, there have been a couple of clips shown just in terms of what we did defensively that day against a certain way of playing, which obviously France traditionally do, but we've not referred to that game. I think the players are aware, having played French teams in the Champions Cup, having played France over the last couple of seasons, what difference they bring and their strengths and also areas that we hope to expose.
Gregor.
Sorry, last couple of questions.
Alex, you said last week you were hopeful Alex Dunbar get over his head knock. Presumably he's listed his thigh injury. Was that this week, and how serious is that? And has the head sorted itself out? Yeah, he trained with us leading up to the Wales game, non-contact. Looked pretty good. I think we were all hopeful that he'd be available. And unfortunately, in his first day of training, we came back in on Monday night and we trained Tuesday. He had a thigh strain, which will keep him out for certainly the next couple of weeks. We'll get more information on that. Yeah, so it's a blow for Alex. Obviously, he's been an important player for Scotland over the last couple of seasons, and would likely have been involved this weekend if he'd been fit. Is England likely, or?
At this stage, we don't know. I would have thought probably not.
Have you had any chats with Vern or Richie or Nathan Hines, any of the guys based in France now, to get any inside information on any of the French players, or there's so much footage and things available to you now, there's no real...
No, we've also got a couple of players that play in France. Richie Gray was in camp with us at the weekend, and Greg plays regularly in France, so they've been helpful, because there are some players that are in the French squad that hadn't played for France before the Six Nations, so just to get background. But yeah, we've downloaded a few of these players' games and we've watched them, and our players are watching their strengths and weaknesses.
Thank you very much, guys. That was it.
But
Thanks, Gregor.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.